Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's Amanda, welcome. And if you've been here for a while, then welcome back. I'm so glad to have each and every single one of y'all here. I hope that y'all are having a fantastic day and a fantastic weekend. And I thought that, I wanted to start by saying thank you, each and every one of you that reached out, that prayed for Jamie, and that's a blessing and we appreciate it. He is doing so much better. They actually have him doing therapy a couple of days a week, and it seems to be helping a lot too. So I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. It was a blessing, to know that y'all were praying for him and thinking about us, and it just reached out. I'm just so thankful. I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all are a blessing. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. It blesses my heart to know that y'all would take the time out of everything you've got going on to watch my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you. And the devotional that I want to share with you today, I thought I would share it at the beginning. I did kind of shorten me doing the dishes. It was a lot of dishes that I had to do, and this was Wednesday after church. We had a lot going on Wednesday, and I didn't get around to cleaning. The house was a mess, especially the kitchen, and I did not want to mess with it on Thursday when I woke up. So I decided to go ahead and just stay up, let everyone else go to bed, and I took care of it. And so I wanted it to just I didn't want to speed it up, just be kind of peaceful, because that's what it was as I was doing it. So I was going to go ahead and share the devotional at the beginning because it is a little bit longer. But it's from the Daily Hope for a Woman's Heart Back Porch Reflections on God's Word by Sarah Beth Marr. And the title is True Wholeness. And the verse is Joshua 14:8, and it reads, "Nevertheless, my brethren that went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed the Lord my God." And the devotional reads, "We live in a time and culture of division, distraction, and busyness. It's tricky to keep our eyes and hearts on the Lord when so much is pulling at us and vying for our attention. There is reprieve in choosing to wholly follow the Lord like Caleb did. When we push aside the entanglements of the world and wholly focus on the Lord, our hearts are less overwhelmed, stressed, and anxious. We find a sweet simplicity when we let go of the many distractions and keep our attention on God. On a typical morning, I know you have a million little things vying for your attention. As you wake up and get going, you do your best to choose God above it all. Those first moments of the day truly set the tone for the entire day. But there is grace for the times when you lose focus. God knows that the pull of the world on your heart is fierce. He knows the enemy is doing everything he can to divide your attention, distract you from your relationship with Jesus, and busy you with an overwhelming number of things to keep up with. God knows the struggle to keep him first and foremost is intense. But he keeps pursuing you. He keeps drawing you out to your back porch. He keeps sending you little notes from him throughout the day just to let you know you're unconditionally loved. A Bible verse that speaks to you, a song that brings the good kind of tears to the corner of your eyes, a sense of joy bubbling up in your heart, a person who encourages you with just the words you need. A woman who wholly follows the Lord is a woman who, by grace and in grace, keeps her attention and focus on the Lord. And as she does, she finds peace and reprieve, freedom and deep joy, rest and relief from the many things that threaten to divide and steal her peace. The choice to wholly follow the Lord is a choice to experience more of God and more of His peace. Today, choose to wholly follow the Lord, not by mustering up determination and strength of your own, not by following a checklist. Choose to follow the Lord by leaning on His strength and embracing His grace. Keep your attention on Him today, and not out of duty, but out of delight and love for Him. As you keep your focus on Him and redirect your focus again and again, you will experience peace and joy. Lord, help me to wholly follow you today by keeping my eyes and heart focused on you. Help me to lean on your Spirit to help me follow you. To wholly follow the Lord is to experience true wholeness. And that devotion was such a blessing, as I always say. And it is, like she said, keep your attention on him today, not out of duty. And when it was talking about a checklist, it definitely spoke to me, because y'all know, if you've been here a while, I like my checklist, to go through. And that is one thing that I feel like I have changed over the last few months. Is it's not, even if I make a checklist for tomorrow, I don't have my quiet time with the Lord on that, because that is not something that I want to put on a list just to check it off. It is way more important than that. And I'm blessed by it. We have a meeting, like I was reading in that, having a Mary Heart and a Martha World, and they spoke about that, meeting with God every morning at the same time. And I find that it just brings so much peace and joy into my heart, and it's exactly what I need to start my day. I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means. I'm not saying every day is perfect, but I am definitely blessed by it, and I hope that you guys were blessed by this devotion just like I was. So y'all, I wanted to share just a little tidbit. I've told y'all before that I am going through the Bible study, The Nature of Rest by Aaron Lynon. And this is my last week. I'm in week 6. It's a 6-week study. And yesterday I was going through, of course, every day. I've got highlighted marks all in here. But it just kind of, like I've told y'all before, it just kind of coincides with my devotional, just step by step. And it's just lined up and been such a blessing. But she is talking about Psalms 23 this week in the Bible study. And it just focusing on that I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And it's just talking about finding rest, in the Lord. And she says, what makes a content and restful life possible? God's presence. We can rest because he makes us lie down in green pastures, a picture of provision and abundance. And that was just such a blessing. And at the bottom of the page, she writes, I shall not want. I don't need to want. Christ in me is sufficient. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. And I was just so blessed by that. And that's so true. And I had never thought of it before. I don't need to want. So she references, like a hurried life, having to hurry. You need to work harder, to make more money, to supply. It's a constant worry and a constant battle. But it says when we trust God's provision and discover contentment in his presence, not only are we freed from a gnawing desire for more, but we can rest, trusting that he is leading us to a place where we can thrive in the same way nature thrives near a calm spring of water. And that was such a blessing, because I have been, guilty of that. We get guilty of worry. I do. And, in finances and in other areas too. And it's just so beautifully said with the scriptures, that, like he tells us, I'm pretty sure it's in Matthew, about, us worrying we can't change a thing by worrying. And he supplies our needs, and he knows what we need before we even ask. And in that, we can rest and be assured, and I'm bad about being impatient a lot of times. I've told y'all that, but I find that God's never early and he's never late. He's always on time, in his time, not my time, but in His time. And that's a blessing, and I wanted to share that with y'all. I do have the devotional link below, and I'll link the Bible study. It's not affiliated or anything, but if y'all want to check it out, it's down there where you can find it. But I have been blessed, and I hope that y'all were blessed too. So y'all, that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you so much for being here. I hope that you were encouraged by it. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys mean a lot to me. I'm thankful for you. I hope that y'all have a blessed and fantastic rest of your week. My plan is maybe for next Monday's video, I'm going to try to tackle some spots here that are hot spots and really, really need to be taken care of. So that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. But I thank y'all so much for watching. I hope y'all have a blessed and wonderful week. And Lord willing, we will see y'all on the next one. Be blessed.